Welcome to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's reading, we're looking into what are people's first impressions of you. So for group number 1, we have Honey Calcite. For group number 2, we have the Chakra Heart. For group number 3, we have Rose Calcite. And for group number 4, we have Carnelian. So take your time and pause the video if you need more time to decide. And once you have decided, head to the description and click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. Welcome to your reading group number 1. So you guys chose Honey Calcite, and your first message for how people view you, like the first impression, I feel like you guys help people feel more confident. You help people develop their spirituality, so maybe you guys have a lot of spiritual knowledge and people can sense that off of you, or you introduce this or talk about this early on when you're first meeting people. I also feel like you guys seem to have a lot of strength and confidence that you give off in your energy. So this carries on to other people just by them being next to you. They feel like they can more easily complete their goals, whatever they're trying to do, just because they're in your presence. So you guys also inspire people and motivate them to take more on. And with your tarot cards here, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like a lot of people view you guys as someone who is smart, mature, and responsible. I also feel like people see you guys as someone who does not give up. With the Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, you guys are someone you can turn negative situations into something positive. So maybe when you're first talking to people, you're able to uplift them or encourage them. So if someone tells you, hey, I'm having a bad day, or they seem to not be having a good day, you're able to say something or do a little something that turns that around for them. So you guys have this energy of you can take all those negative things and make it very positive. I also feel like you guys give off a vibe of being a go-getter with the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to defend yourself. You're going to keep trying. And you try to get the best result no matter what. I also feel like you guys could be good with money. So even if you're someone you like hobbies that are expensive, you're going to find thrifty or resourceful ways to save money. So let's say if you like fashion, you guys are going to be known for thrifting clothes. You're going to be known for trying to find ways to get the best deal. I feel like you guys are very talented with money, finding ways to conserve money, save money, make it look like you have a lot of money, whether you do or don't. But you're very resourceful with emotions and with money. And the main energy I feel people get off of you is you're someone who just keeps trying, you keep pushing through, and that energy is infectious to the other people who are around you. So I'm going to put down some more cards and see what else is coming through. Okay, with these cards here, we have Charon, Necessity, Focus, Transition, Dawn, Just Reward, Evaluation, and Respite. So I also feel like we have that transformative message again. So taking negative things and making it positive. But I feel like you guys are very transformative. When you talk to people, you can influence people to think very differently. Even with your first meeting with them, there's something about you that changes people's minds. Or I also see here too, people can sense that you're a very just person. So even if someone is a friend or family member, or even if you have a child of your own, you don't like when people lie, are doing negative things. If you had a kid who committed a crime, you would report them. You're not You're not there to hide people's crimes, even if you're related to them. You don't believe in that. I feel like you guys are spiritually connected. So it's like people can sense on you that you're going to see the truth, you're going to see justice, and you believe in karma. So it's like people know that you're not going to tolerate anything, right? You're not going to let things slide even if someone's close to you. And this is something people can sense off your energy. They know you're fair, they know you're balanced, and you're not someone to play with because you don't care how close someone is to you. If you're committing crimes, you're reporting that. You believe in the karmatic actions of not doing the good thing. I also see here too, with Dawn, you guys are someone who can encourage other people to have success. So when people first talk to you or get to know you, they feel like you're someone who's very like goal oriented, or you're very focused on the end result. So this inspires people to work harder because you guys work hard. You're smart, you're balanced. They feel like you're better than them in some way because like you're taking on so much, you're doing so much, and you seem to do it effortlessly and easily. So, you know, they feel moved like, okay, I got to start stepping up. I got to start doing more. I also feel here too that people can sense off of you like you guys aren't impressed with people who flaunt their status. So maybe some people like they try to like name drop when they're talking to you, or they try to give you like credentials they have and see how you react to them, but you don't really care because, again, you're very fair, you're very balanced. You think everyone has a chance to shine. Everyone has value. You know, you might not necessarily believe in society's like hierarchy and the way of ranking people, you know, the way this world is, right? You might not agree with that. So people might do this when they talk to you and they know, oh, I can't impress them by doing this. And that kind of shocks them. So now I'm going to put down my last set of cards and get final messages. Okay, with these cards here, we have the 8th house, endings, beginnings, sex, the occult, mysteries, intensity, obsessions, the underworld, secret, shadows, Cancer, home, family, moody, introverted, emotional, lunar, defensive, nurturing, intuitive, insecure, birth, receptive, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. So I also feel like you guys kind of have an intense vibe when people meet you. So maybe, once again, like I said, people feel like you're better than them. People feel like you have like a strong power. And with the 8th house, it kind of gives like, kind of like dark things, secret things. So maybe you guys do kind of give off some mystery. Maybe you keep your private life, like at work or professionally, maybe you keep your private life very like to yourself. You don't tell people about, you know, your family or what's going on, what you're doing for your personal goals. Like you might do small talk just because that's what's required at work in those places, but you try to keep it undercover. Maybe you don't trust a lot of people around you with certain knowledge or information. Some of you guys might not have social media, or if you do have it, it's like you don't want to keep posting and letting everyone know what you're doing because you feel like they could be sending you like negative energy, or you know, something where like they just want information to kind of follow you or keep tabs on you, and you don't like that. You want people around you, your friends and family, to be trustworthy. And when they're trustworthy, you're willing to be very generous and give them your all here with Cancer. You do care about those things, but you care about it in a way where it's like, okay, loyalty is important. Trust is important. If your friend and family, like they're doing stuff that can't be trusted, how can you trust them, right? So you really are someone of like strong morals, strong trust, and you're very generous and help people out when they deserve that trust. And with Cancer here, we see the crab, the shell, like you protect people who you love and care about, but that's if they're deserving of that care and that trust, that protection. I also see here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, you're able to help people move on from difficult situations by giving them advice, transformative advice. You're able to help people financially if you trust them enough, or you give good like financial tips to people. I also feel like you provide like comfort to people with your words. You help people move on easily from like difficult situations or difficult things they're going through. You guys just have this energy of like transformation, moving people from one place to the next, even with like quick conversation. So that was your reading group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And if you enjoyed this video, consider watching another video I have made. I have a bunch up on my channel. If you liked this one, there's plenty of others you'll definitely be interested in, so check that out. Bye. Welcome to your reading group number 2. So you chose the Chakra Heart, and the first message I have for you guys on people's first impressions about you, I feel like with this Chakra Heart, this is saying that people feel like you guys are very energetically balanced. People feel like you're doing what's right for you. People feel like you come across as someone who has a lot of their life together, whether you believe that or not. You come across to people that way. I also feel like people feel like your energy is safe and welcoming. People feel like they can open up to you. And overall, you just have this really great feeling of all your energy being right. People feel like each part of you is balanced and aligned. And with your tarot cards here, we have the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So you guys also come across to people as creative. Like you have creative intelligence here with the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. I feel like you guys are someone, you have a lot of ideas. You're inspired a lot. Maybe you tell people like a lot of the ideas you have, or you have a lot of silly thoughts or like fun ideas you just talk about when they come up in your head and people think that's funny or enjoyable about you. I also feel like with the King of Swords here, this is again giving that like balanced energy. I also feel like you guys are discerning, so you can very easily like tell when someone's lying because that balance of energy you have. I also feel like you come across to people as someone, maybe facially, like your face kind of seems like intimidating. Like you might seem smug with your face, but you actually are a kind and nice person. So at first people might be scared to talk to you, even though your energy is warm and welcoming, like they feel drawn in to talk to you, but they see your face and they're like, like maybe your facial expression, or you know when people say, oh, this person has a resting like B-word face, like I don't mean that in an offensive way, but you guys just have a really like stern facial expression maybe, and that scares people. But once they talk to you, they instantly know, okay, like, yes, I was picking up the right energy. This person is balanced, they are kind, they're welcoming, creative. So I wouldn't worry about this too much. It's just, it's a little bit jarring, I guess, when people first meet you and they feel that way. This King of Swords has a lot of messages, but I feel like you guys are very smart and intelligent. That's also why you're creative, always having ideas. I also feel like you don't only celebrate like your own ideas, you're very welcoming with other people when they talk to you. So maybe you like other people's ideas, like you hear other people's stories and their imaginations. Like you just like to listen to people like go off about their life and their own creative ideas. Okay. And you celebrate other people. You make other people feel like what they're saying to you is being heard. I also feel like you guys would be someone like people feel like you're good to party with the Three of Cups. Like You could be someone you give the impression that you're the life of the party. You're very fun. I feel like something about you guys, like the way you talk or your appearance, is attention grabbing. So there's something about you that's unique in your appearance or the way you speak or think that makes people like feel like celebrating with you or spending more time with you. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have the Maestro, Understanding, Community, Ingenuity, Danu, Motherhood, Ferocity, and Creation. So you guys definitely give off a creative vibe. If you guys are parents, I feel like people think you're a really good parent, you're a really good mother or father. Or if you want kids, people think like you're the person who would be very kind to children, like you deserve to have kids, people think. I also feel like you guys are someone who gives an energy off of being a community leader. People think you're responsible, mature, safe, and trustworthy enough to be a leader of a community. I feel like you guys are good at rallying people together for like specific causes. So maybe some of you guys could also do like charity work, or sometimes there are like walks or marathons for like diseases to raise funding. So like maybe you walk for people who have cancer, or you walk for people who have heart disease. Like there's something here, like you guys give off the energy of doing a lot for your community, helping people, and people instantly pick up that very positive, balanced energy from you. Once again, with the understanding, maybe you understand people who have very unique life experiences. So like people can talk to you, and even if like normally people would feel like, okay, this person might be oversharing, or it's something a lot of people might not be comfortable with. Like you guys are someone you like when people randomly tell you stories. You like when people come up to you and like they're a stranger, you don't know them, you like when they talk to you. So I feel like you have such a welcoming energy, and people instantly can feel that about you. And you want people to feel like they're part of a community, and you want people to feel valued. Like you guys, a lot of people you talk to feel that creative energy. So like you guys don't want to take from people. You are someone who's constantly creating energy, giving energy to people. You're an artist in that way. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys and see what final messages want to come through. Okay, here we have Taurus. Fertile, self-indulgent, right, patient, possessive, rational, loyal, comforts, materialism, food, earthy. Mars, anger, competition, fighter, leader, force, ambition, impatient, conquest, war, courage, sex drive, willpower, and then we have the Six of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So with Taurus and Mars here, I feel like you guys are someone who's seen as down to earth. You're grounded, again, once again, with that energy. Very good energy you guys have, but you're willing to like stand up when needed. So it's kind of like if you mess with the bull, you get the horns here. You're willing to protect people in your community. You're willing to protect yourself. Maybe people feel like if they have a problem, they can bring it to you and you're going to solve it for them. You're going to fight for them. And once again, I felt earlier like you do a lot for your community, fighting for your community, the people who need help. I also feel like a lot of people think with the Six of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, a lot of people feel like you have the energy of like being famous. Like a lot of people think you deserve to be rewarded or known because you have such good energy or you do so much. So you deserve to get like a reward. Kind of like if someone does a lot as a soldier, they come back home and they can get a medal for their service. Like people feel like you guys deserve a medal for your service, for your community, for yourself. You do a lot of good. I feel like you also give off the vibe of like no matter what, you'll succeed in the end. Even if you have challenges, like people always see you as someone who will make it out. Maybe you don't receive as much help because of this. Like people think, oh, they're good, they're going to be able to handle it. Like you give off that energy of like, you're always going to be okay. Even if sometimes you really need help, people might unfortunately not assist you because you're always the one helping other people. I also want to say here too, with Mars, we picked up earlier, like sometimes intimidating people with maybe your look, or like they think maybe you're intimidating for some reason, but that's just because you're really passionate. You really do care. So maybe at times you come across as intense when you're talking about things you really like, you really care about. Yeah, but that was your reading, group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments if you did enjoy this reading. Consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And if you enjoyed this reading, consider watching another video on my channel. I'm sure if you liked this one, there's bound to be another one that you'll like. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3. So you chose Rose Calcite. And the first message I have for you guys on people's first impressions, I feel like you guys heal people's wounds. You make people feel good in your presence. I also feel like you help open people up emotionally. So people might open up to you very early on in a relationship, or just when you talk to people, people could be drawn to your energy and want to talk to you a lot. I feel like you guys open up people's heart chakra, their heart space, so you easily build connections with other people, and people really feel love towards you. People want to support you. You make other people feel supported, and you have this really like romantic, loving energy about you. And with your tarot here, we have the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like people might feel you guys are in your own world at times. So your head's always in the clouds. You guys have an energy about you that's like dreamy, inspiring, romantic. People really feel like you're just doing your own thing though. So you might come across as like cold sometimes or aloof, but you really do give loving energy to people once they talk to you, or people might still be drawn to you. Or it's like when people know you, like they might be talking to you, and there's times like you're going to be aware and respond, but you just might naturally get lost in your own thoughts or anything you're thinking, like you're just really obsessed with things that's in your mind, your own interests. So you might accidentally like space out when people talk to you and they're like, okay, you know, that's so-and-so always thinking about things, always lost in their own world. That's how you come across. But that kindness, I said earlier, like people feeling love and support from you, you healing people, you guys probably have a really unique perspective, or you're a very unique person. So that's why you're healing. Like you might do things differently, or you stand out against the crowd. You don't really maybe believe in a lot of mainstream ideas that society as a whole believes in. So maybe people feel more comfortable with you because you're already like an open person. You're very receptive. You yourself are like, you know, you have your own world. So why are you going to do things according to everyone else or believe what everyone else says? With the Wheel of Fortune, I also feel like people feel like you guys are lucky. People feel like you guys have the potential to have a lot of your goals and wishes come true. With the 7 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, you guys give off an energy of developing yourself, practicing self-love. Like you do whatever you want regardless if other people like it. So like a lot of your energy is self-focused. You're kind to others, of course, but it's like you don't do things according to how the world wants you to be. You make your own world. You create things how you want it to be for yourself. You thrive this way. You guys are definitely kind of giving like Aquarius vibes. You don't have to be Aquarius, but this is like someone who's kind of like free, like weird in a good way. Like you're just very eccentric and different, and people are able to express things to you that they might not be able to express to other people. Like, you guys have that energy of welcoming things because, like, you also welcome things for yourself that are different and unique. You guys have a lot of, like, fun and artistic type of energy. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards and see what else people think of you guys. Okay, with these cards, we have Golden Empress, Potency, Confidence, Magnetism, Genie the Maid, Humility, Disillusionment, and Champion. So what I feel here is that you guys definitely have this energy of being confident, having a lot of self-love. Maybe the way you think about yourself and care for yourself, like other people want to follow you. They feel like loving themselves more because they see how much you are willing to love yourself and how it benefits you with their confidence, your ability to draw people into you. You definitely attract people of all different walks of life because you have this energy radiating from you. Like I've said, that romantic loving energy, it just draws people into you. All types of people want to talk to you, be your friend, get to know you. You're really unique in some way, like very impressive with your ability to stand out. Like, you guys don't even have to try to stand out. You just do by living life according to your own rules. You just draw that attention. I also feel like it doesn't matter like what gender you are. You guys kind of come across as very like feminine, very soft, but even though it's soft, it's like you're still able to carry yourself in a way that makes people listen to you. Like a quiet confidence. I also feel here, maybe at times in life, like when people first meet you, you kind of give off that energy of like being in your own world once again. But like once people talk to you and get to know you, they might realize like you're actually someone who knows yourself a lot. Like they might think you're someone who's lost or confused, but the more they talk to you, they realize, oh, I'm the one that's confused about life. Like, you know how things are. You can take care of yourself. So you kind of like confuse and trick people at times with how they first see you. They might think because you're unique, you might not be responsible, or you live life according to your own way, so you must be like selfish, but that's not true. It's the opposite. You still have that freedom while having those like traditional qualities, if that makes sense. So you're very interesting. So I'm going to put down my final set of cards and see what final messages want to come through. Okay, with these cards here, we have Blue Moon, once in a lifetime opportunity, the impossible is possible, something so rare you'd be lucky, don't miss your chance, Black Moon, hidden truths to the surface, power of the hidden, retreat, necessary void, unwanted change, outcome remains unclear, and then we have 10 of Wands and the Lovers. So you guys definitely are unique here with Blue Moon. Like you're like a 1 in a million type of person. I feel like when people meet you, they feel lucky to have met you. It also gives the vibe of like you're a very lucky person, so you could win like raffles or like mini lotteries. You could be chosen for things more often, like if you were to audition for something or you apply to jobs, like you guys are more likely to stand out. I also feel like what I said previously with the Black Moon, hidden truths to the surface, like you confuse people at first when they first meet you, even though there's some good. I mentioned earlier that you definitely have some people confused until they get to know you more. But I feel like that's part of your appeal at the same time. Like this is how you draw people in. I also feel like with the 10 of Wands and the Lovers here, people can see you as someone who is good as a romantic option. So you guys could be really popular with people romantically. You could have gotten asked out a lot, gone on many dates, or have had like more partners than other people have had, because a lot of people are drawn to you romantically because of this unique, different energy. You guys could be physically attractive as a first impression. You have like a whimsical type of beauty to you. Kind of reminds me of like fairies, especially with these cards too, or like mermaids, something like that. You guys are very charming to people. So that was your reading, group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And if you enjoyed this reading, consider watching some of the other videos on my channel. If you liked this reading, you're bound to like some of the other ones I have done already. So I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 1. So you chose Carnelian here, and your first message for people's first impressions of you is, I feel like you guys are someone who's very ambitious, you're very talented. People like how you have this inner fire or inner courage that you have. I feel like you guys have a lot of strength to keep pushing forward, so you have the power of perseverance, and you persevere so that you can showcase all your talents, all your abilities. And I also feel like this ambition or talent you have definitely inspires many people. So if you are not like known right now, some of you guys might be, but you're definitely gonna be known in the future. You're just one of those people who has that special talent, that special quality that makes them stand out to other people in a way where they can emotionally connect with you and feel like they've known you for a long time, even if they just met you or they only know you through like social media. You make people feel very connected to you. And with your cards here, we have the High Priestess, the Star, Strength, and the Page of Swords. So with the High Priestess here, you guys have a really strong intuition. I feel like you come across as psychic or intuitive. You guys also could be someone who is more reserved with like speaking or your actions. I feel like you guys are very, very smart, but you're very smart like spiritually. I feel like you know the right things to say to people. You can sense how to interact with people, or you're very observant when it comes to other people. People might see you like being more quiet and observing them, feeling like you're mysterious, or they know you're trying to learn about them in an intuitive way. I also feel here with the Star card, some of you guys might have a large following, and if you do have a following, people really look up to you for your intuitive insights. Like some of you guys could do tarot reading like me, or you do something with spiritual or psychic abilities, and people in that community really like and appreciate you. You inspire them. You might kind of be like a muse to people if this is you. And if you don't currently have this, you guys give off this vibe that you could have a large following. You have a lot of spiritual or psychic insights that people are really curious about. They just feel this in your energy. So if you don't have this, there's a potential in the future for you to have this, because people are picking this up in your energy when they first meet you. I also feel like you guys give off the energy of someone who has been through a lot. With Strength and the Page of Swords, like you guys have the ability to cut away the old and bravely face the new things to come. I feel like you guys are someone, you welcome change, you embrace change, because you know through change is how you get what you want. You build that strength up, and you already have a lot of strength build up. So you're not scared of change anymore because you already went through so much change. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards and see what else we can find out. With these cards here, we have the Ageless, Healing, Graciousness, Acceptance, Hades, Equanimity, Wisdom, Inevitability. So you guys definitely are someone who has a lot of spiritual intelligence, psychic abilities. You could have information you get through like dreams or, downloads, like things that just appear and pop up in your head. There's something about you, like people feel like you are a light in the dark here, because with this card, the Ageless, the light in the dark, you guys are that person. You guide people. You light up a path for people. So whatever you say as advice or whatever you're doing for work, even if it's not something like psychic or spiritual in an obvious way, there's something you do that's very healing, and people are so grateful for you. Like your community, whether you have that following or whatever you're doing, like the people that's around you in your work or your day-to-day life, people are so grateful for you because you guys don't realize how much wisdom you have. You're like a teacher to people. You teach people so much without them ever having to actually go through the lesson themselves and learn it. I feel like you guys probably have went through a lot for you to have this wisdom. It's like your mind is also ageless. So it's like even at 12, like as a young kid, you guys were probably considered like an old soul or very intelligent for your age, very mature for your age. You just know things. And it's like, let's say you're 80 years old now. You also have advice that reaches younger people. Like whatever you say is timeless. It can be understood by people of all ages. Like true advice you give. I also feel like some of you guys have that mysterious element to you or this otherworldly feeling to you, but it's kind of dark with Hades here, the ruler of the underworld. You guys have a lot of secret or forbidden knowledge that you can give to people, especially if you work in spirituality or you have a psychic gift. So I'm going to put down my final set of cards and get final messages for you guys. Okay, with these cards here, we have the 6th house, health, diet, daily routine, service, work habits, pets, fitness, skills, organization, details, full moon, blessings, blossoming, celebration, release what's no longer serving you, recharge your energy, inner work, let go of the past, manifestations, and then we have the 4 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. So I feel like you guys do a lot for your work. It could be related to the topics here, like your health, spirituality as well. I keep picking up healing, but even though you do this type of work, physical or spiritually, it can still be taxing on you. So maybe you do a lot of rituals to heal your own energy, heal others' energy, but you're doing a lot to conserve for your health so you can keep providing or doing things that help yourself and other people. And with the 4 of Swords and the 6 of Cups here, I feel like you guys are someone who doesn't like to talk about your past, or you have had to do a lot of healing from your past. And with full moon here, it says let go of the past. And then it's like resting and then the past again with these cards. So it's like, I feel like you had to do a lot to overcome any challenges you went through. So it's like, you might not like to talk about your past with people. So people get that impression like, okay, you don't want to talk about the past. You don't like the past. You're very in the present moment or even the future. You don't want to keep revisiting something you have already worked through and have moved on from. You're someone who wants to focus on creating new memories, happy memories. So eventually you can look at the past, but it's going to be in a way where you don't feel like old trauma or you're not reminded of really difficult things. Like you want to make a happy past, but that's going to take some time. But you need to focus on your present and your future. Keep building, keep building. So you don't want to keep talking about those things. So maybe if someone asks you about your childhood, you might avoid that. You might only talk about the now in your life, not them. So people notice that about you and they can sense, okay, you went through a lot. This is why you're focused on, health, healing, and all this other stuff so much, because you're trying to overcome that, or you still practice these things to push you forward. So that was your reading group number 4. Hope you guys liked it. Consider liking the video, subscribing, hitting the notification bell if you haven't yet. And if you liked this reading, consider checking out the other videos on my channel. I have a bunch. If you liked this one, I'm pretty sure there's going to be another one that you'll like. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye.